just want to show you why we need to make our traffic lights 2 minutes, because obviously, again, no one believes me when Long Island keeps theirs screened for 2 minutes normally. So this is Roosevelt Avenue and Bonet Street here in Flushing. Now, watch, this traffic light's gonna stay green, and look, the bus is not gonna make the next light. So here's a Q12 I just got off of. So watch. He's not gonna make the red light. By the time it changes, watch. He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Like, I need to be on this side of the street. So let's get across so that way I can at least get on the 7 train. So watch. He's not gonna make the red light. So again, folks, this is why I keep saying in busy areas of the city, you see a lot of high traffic. It's really time to start keeping our traffic lights green for 2 minutes. Because I don't know why Long Island's able to do it. And yet here in the city, our average traffic light time for green lights is 45 seconds. I mean, that's not enough. That's not enough time, I'm sorry. So watch this. The light's gonna blink, and the bus is not gonna make it. Watch. Watch, he's not gonna make it. Watch, see? Told you, if this stayed green for 2 minutes, the bus wouldn't have made it through. So, Dennis Rodriguez, you really are a piece of trash, and you are literally now the worst DOT commissioner we've ever had. Shame on you. Why don't you go to Hempstead Turnpike in Long Island and see how they keep the traffic lights green for 2 minutes? So they clearly keep the traffic lights green for 2 minutes. All right? I know people are going to complain, oh, what about the pedestrians? Well, look, when you have Texas A&M University, the same university I said to the MTA board 2 years ago about congestion pricing, you know, I said, you know what? We're officially congested. We're officially congested. We're worse than Los Angeles now for like the 3rd straight year in a row. It's not even funny. Not even funny. So watch this. I'm already timing it. It's 5 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. See, told you, already changes. How is this acceptable? How is this acceptable when, again, Nassau County traffic lights stay green for 1 minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes? I don't get it, guys. And, you know, I really would hope that Dennis Rodriguez sees this, because, again, I really think he is the worst DOT commissioner. I think he's 10 times worse than Polly Trottenberg was. That's saying something. And Polly made this situation even worse when she was DOT commissioner. So, it's really time for a change, guys, because these traffic lights need to stay green for 2 minutes. Because you hear everybody saying, oh, we need congestion pricing, we need congestion pricing. But like, what's congestion pricing gonna do when you're paying $20 to enter Midtown? You might be paying $20 to enter Midtown. It's bad enough the Easy Pass on the bridges are like $12.25. And you know what? I just don't get it. I really do not get it. So yeah, guys, I'm done here. And this was the bus I got off of. And clearly, if we had traffic lights that stay green for 2 minutes, this wouldn't be happening right now. So, as I said, we really have a problem with our traffic lights, guys. I mean, you can look it up yourself. I mean, every other major metropolitan city outside of New York, I can give at least 3 examples right now. 3. Boston's fixed their traffic lights. Kansas City has fixed their traffic lights. And Baltimore has even fixed their traffic lights. So, it's an embarrassment, guys. It really, really is. So, I'm done with this rant. And Dennis Rodriguez, as I said, you really are an awful human being. And you really are a really bad DOT commissioner for letting this happen on our dime and pushing through the congestion pricing agenda. I thought I was originally for it, but now I'm understanding why people in New Jersey are getting frustrated. And I'm sure you folks over the Hudson, I'm sure your traffic lights stay green for 90 seconds. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm done. I gotta get into the city. I gotta say, this is a big scoreboard they got here at City Field. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Busted! We got bunching on the 7 train. And there's a good reason for this. We have a train with mechanical issues at 61st Street Woodside. All right, Peter Mandarini here at Bryant Park. Queens, I went to La Mescala and I just ate my empanada, and I went to the bodega earlier and decided to waste a little extra money, but I don't care. It kind of did pay off because a nice gentleman, an attendee, gave me a free cookie. Got some extra desserts from AM/PM and the soda over here. This from the bodega on Northern Boulevard. So I never really got to show you what the new AM/PM has in Bayside, but this reminds me of the Plaza Hotel chocolate chip cookie packs they give you. And I'm referring to the food scene in Home Alone 2 with Macaulay Culkin. I don't know if it reminds me of the Avant Pond Red Velvet cookie, but a little bit smaller than it. So, they also have some really good donuts. So, really hope AM/PM's going to expand. Let's keep our faith, I guess. Bryant Park first. Pete just showed his symbols. Guess who gets to make a cameo in the video? You guessed it, jugglers. Yep, another annual tradition continues. Look at that. Oh, bad news about the Johnny. Battery cover came off. Made in China. I just heard an interesting jingle from this Frosty truck. I like it. It sounds pretty cool. Cause I know last night State College WX, there was a truck that passed by his house, and I'm sure sooner rather than later Mr. Softy's coming to Fresh Meadows. I wouldn't even be surprised if they were there today, but you know, I've been more open up to the ice cream truck lately. I've had a place in my heart for these guys. Most recently, because, you know, inflation's really hit them like for the past 2 years. You know, they're trying to make a decent buck, given that, you know, with gas and supply just constantly going up for the past 2 years. It's like, ugh, it's a pretty interesting jingle I just heard. By the way, there is an M&T Bank. So, look at that. We do have M&T Bank here, and we even have an Amazon Go that just opened up here. So, yeah, I mean, I guess there somewhat is a revitalization of Bryant Park, you could say. And you can kind of thank Grand Central Madison for that. I mean, with everything that Grand Central had to do for this area, I mean, you could say it has been a positive impact in one sense. I mean, yeah, we got these nice restaurants here, you know? We got Chipotle. I want to walk around this guy because he's taking pictures. So, yeah. You know how rude that would be if I got in his shot. So, there's a bike siren. Oh, I wonder why there's no parking allowed here on Friday coming up. That's a good question. And well, here goes the M42. And I'm going to walk my way over to Madison Avenue because we're going to take the train from Grand Central soon. And I'm going to attempt my first Woodside transfer. And I'm pretty excited about it in one sense because I get to see the experience. I wonder if there's a Riders Guild strike going on because I'm hearing horns and stuff like that. I don't want to get involved in that right now, guys. I mean, I do need to get back to Queens before rush hour. Especially because I told my dad I was going to be back in Auburndale at 3 o'clock, and I want to keep my word to him. So, yeah. And I want to mention, I'm not looking forward to Wednesday because my dad has an appointment. Yeah, I think the Riders Guild is somewhere around here. Last I heard from Joy Jung, he was telling me they were supposed to protest today at NBC Studios where SNL's filmed up by West 48th Street. So I said, I don't want anything to do with those guys today. Maybe I'll take a look at a rider strike another day, but not today. No, not when I got to get back to Queens. And not when. I'm pretty stoked and excited to see the way Grand Central Madison is laid out from taking an outbound train, because I might try to do it again in a couple of weeks. And I may have a regular Kew Gardens train I may take if I want to stick around for the whole Bryant Park show, which could work out. Because I have told my mom about the new schedules beginning next week. And she knows that best case, if I go forward with it, I'll be home at like 3:30, 3:45. Because she would prefer for me to be home by 4 o'clock in the best case. Okay, here's Madison Avenue coming up. And I want to see for myself, first of all, if there is an entrance. I think there's an entrance to Grand Central from what I remember from here. So, if there is, then I'll enter from that way.
Wait.
Yeah. So, honestly, again, I could enter from there. So I might try to ask the security guard if that's the entrance to Grand Central Madison. So the goal today is see how a Woodside transfer works. And I figured today would be a good day since the weather is gorgeous and, you know, I don't know how the rest of the summer is going to play out with the humidity. I mean, yeah, we're a week out from Memorial Day, but, well, actually, no, we're about 2 weeks out from Memorial Day today, so, yeah, I'm going to see if I can go into Grand Central here, or I might just walk up to 45th Street and then our GCM from there. All right, so I just spoke to the gentleman who's doing security for One Vanderbilt, and he's like, oh, you should go to 42nd Street. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to 42nd Street, because if I go to 42nd Street, then I'm gonna walk through all that maze with the escalators and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I rather would just take my chances and show y'all the 45th Street entrance, since again, I have plenty of time to find it. And if not, then I know where to enter Grand Central from 45th Street anyway. So it's no big deal, guys. I'm not making a federal case out of it. Because from what I remember the floor layout from the construction plans I got, they said there's supposed to be a 45th Street entrance. So let's hope I can find it. Uh-oh, guys, I just realized where I am. We're at the Roosevelt, which if you've been keeping an eye on the national news the past couple of days, they've been moving the migrants in there. It's been abandoned for who knows how long. And you know, we could put homeless veterans in there. People who have PTSD from the war on terror. But no, let's just put undocumented people in a hotel that has not been used in years. That's all I'm going to leave it at. So, like I said, I'm going to keep looking for the Grand Central Madison entrance. Hopefully I find it. Alright guys, point of reference, if you're looking for Luke's Lobsters, this is where the Madison Concourse leads you to the dining area. So just keep that in mind for future reference. So yeah, as I said, thank goodness I'm learning it today, because you know, with everything else, I mean, look how beautiful the sign is, guys. This station's been open now for almost 3 months, and oof, you know, I haven't been here in 3 months, but you know what? I don't really care, guys. You know, I'm just happy to at least get to walk around a little bit before my train leaves, before I have to make that Woodside transfer. Okay, here we go. So here we are, Auburndale train again. They just called it on track T. I think that, oh, here we go. T is transferred, track 301. Okay, track 301 is the wrong it's the train I need to, yeah, track 301. Okay. So I know where to go now. Okay, guys. Wow. So look at all this new artwork they put here. That's amazing, guys. I just wanted to see where the 45th Street exit is, because I'm going to go outside for a bit, then I'm going to come back in. So I have plenty of time. So I want to try to get down there at 151. That way I have enough time to get downstairs and then make the train, of course. So, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty long walk. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, this is why we're learning it today, guys, because I need to be in the loop of everything when the holiday season comes. You know, I'm gonna figure it out when the time comes, you know? So we'll learn it. You know, I have to learn it, guys. Okay, here we go. So there's a 44th Street elevator. All right. I'm just curious where the 45th Street exit is. That's what I wanted to know today. So we're gonna go explore it for a little while. And yeah. And again, these bathrooms are beautiful. Just want to mention again, I was in them in February when I was last here. So, yeah. I think there's more restrooms, but I'm not too sure. Maybe it's the only ones. I could be right or I could be wrong. Yeah, here's the 45th Street area, guys, from what they were mentioning. Yeah. So again, I don't think there is yeah, there's an exit down there. Okay. I just wanted to know for future reference, because I don't want to be going through the main Madison concourse, guys. Because, well, the main terminal concourse, because with all the homeless that have been hanging out over there lately, I literally saw an EDP upstairs, or I call him a Looney Tune, and I saw somebody who needed a bath or shower, whatever at this point. So yeah, so let me get this straight. There's no other exits? This is so confusing, guys. There's no other exits. I mean, really. I mean, how does this help anyone? Okay, let's see. Yeah. There's a Madison concourse, and then there's a mezzanine. Okay. So I don't think there is a exit proper. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. So there's only one exit for 47th Street and 48th Street, guys. And if you want 45th and 46th Street, You have to go through the mezzanine level? Oh my God. Now you understand why I'm disgusted with the way this was designed. Folks, I'm just disgusted right now. And in order to get to a TVM, I have to go that way just to get my city ticket, because right now it's $149 and I have to get the track 301. Otherwise, I'm not going to make the Woodside transfer. So now we know it's 47th Street. That's where the entrance is. Well, at least we learned and we lived, so maybe I'll have enough time to take a look down there, but I don't think I'm going to risk it. No, not with... And then look at this. We have an escalator out, so look at that. Already a fail. Well, I'm pretty impressed. Look at this, guys. That's pretty cool. All right, so first time going downstairs, guys. And you know what? I don't feel overwhelmed going downstairs. So again, I think I've learned my lesson with this. You know, 42nd Street from now on. I should have listened to that guy at 1 Vandy, because then I would have avoided the agita, and I would have not had to deal with the Looney Tunes in Metro North. So there you have it. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm learning again today, because if I didn't do this today, then when would I, you know, get to figure everything out? You know, as I said, you would think they would tell you, oh, there's an exit at 45th Street. You need to get to 45th Street. You need to take this escalator down. How does that help anyone? It doesn't help me in that regard if I wanted to go to, let's say, Book Off or anything, but yeah, I'd have to probably walk from 47th Street. But at least the good news is, with the holiday season now, I know how to get to 42nd Street, which is good news. But, you know, again, boy, as I said, they fooled us. I thought the floor plan was simple, where they would give us exits, but not the case. So yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to make a big federal case out of it. Okay, so yes, so just curious. So I don't think there is an exit for 45th Street. No, I think what they did, and they purposely did this, I think. I mean, yeah, I like this cool thing here, but yeah. I mean, again, it's just fool's gold, guys. It's just fool's gold. The way they fooled us, the way they told us there was going to be exits everywhere, not necessarily. So I'm not a fool, guys. I'm not a fool anymore. I'm done playing their games. It is what it is, you know. I'm making the best out of a bad situation, and you know what? I'm going to take what I can get. At least I learned today. Yes. This is my train. I'm getting an M7. And let's hope I don't have any equipment issues. Alright, we are leaving on time. 2:01, not 2:02, but we're leaving on time. So hopefully I should make the Woodside transfer. Alright, westbound Grand Central train was departing here at Woodside. And at the moment, 228 train, taking me over to Auburndale, will be arriving. So, I just want to say a good thing about Woodside. They have the subway and the Long Island Railroad really laid out here. I gotta say, I've never, this is like my first time ever being in Woodside. Like, you gotta understand that. Like, I've never been so impressed before with the Long Island Railroad station. I mean, this is better than Jamaica. I will admit that. Jamaica is like another maze. It really is. But compared to Grand Central's much worse when it comes to being a maze in a wonderland. Okay, so, yeah, I think my train just left Penn. And obviously I didn't want to go to Penn Station today because I would have been like, no, I'm not playing around with that. You know, the conductor, I did mention to him, hey, I'm just going to get off in Woodside and take the train from here. So, listen, you know, if your train runs a little bit late, leaving Grand Central, you know, you got a little bit of a leeway. But then what happens if your train doesn't stop in Woodside? Hey, look at this. We got work here on track 3. As you see here, I don't know what's going on over here. Maybe they're putting in new concrete ties. I think that's what's probably going on. Because I did notice that there's a lot of concrete ties here, which is amazing. You know, you never would ever think that in a million years. And I know there's a 7-Eleven literally like right near here. But I don't need to go to 7-Eleven. I went to AM today. So I probably would have rushed downstairs, went over there, and then tried to make my train. But then again, you know, I probably would have gotten off in that exit over there. Yeah, and then made up a little bit of time. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm glad I went over to what I did in Bayside today before I came out to Manhattan. So, yeah, very, very happy today. So I decided to walk a little bit up since I'm thinking there was a couple right near me here. They didn't want to hear the noise. I get it, you know. I hope that it sounds like I'm going to be boarding the front of the train, which is good because remember, at Auburndale, the exit is at the front. You know, probably equipment issues. And it's not even that bad, guys. We had a Oyster Bay departure just now get canceled in Oyster Bay due to, well, obvious diesel C3 equipment failure as usual. So it's only going to get worse for the summer. If we get I'm only talking about if we get to like constant 90-degree days later this summer, which we could be facing that. Yeah. So here's Woodside. I obviously know this area pretty well. I've just never been up on the railroad before. So yeah, it is what it is, you know. All right, here we go. Another M7 pulling in. So I couldn't really get it as much when I was at Grand Central, but hey, I said it is what it is. You know, here we go. Definitely late the amount of train cars today. That's a good thing. Yep. And I got the restroom card, so I really need to go. So perfect. Well, we got a fail at Auburndale. We got missing paint. Or missing yellow stripes here at Auburndale. So thankfully, the Long Island Railroad Committee is meeting next Monday. So, yeah, I see something missing down there. Well, I know I think it's only the westbound platform. So, yeah, I'm going to have to address this with Kathy Rinaldi next week. So, you're lucky that I can talk to her about it. So, yeah, there's some yellow stuff missing, I think. Well, I don't know. I don't want to make that a big deal. But the yellow stuff does need to be on the westbound platform. And that should be addressed by Kathy Rinaldi next week. Well, that will be addressed. But yeah, it definitely paid off today to do something different, guys. At least I know, again, where to go. And at least I know where this and that is for the next time. Maybe I can ask security guards or something. I don't know. I don't think there's a 45th Street exit, but you know what? It is what it is. 47th Street will probably be useful when I go over to Rockefeller Plaza for the holidays. I know I'm thinking far ahead, but that'll definitely be useful, right? So if I'm taking a Grand Central Madison train, I'm gonna have to board the front of the train. That's what I learned. Just like again, when I know to exit at Auburndale, I know I have to be in one of the first 4 cars. Otherwise, walking to 192nd Street just takes a little bit longer. Boy. Am I imagining things, or is it just more hot here in Queens? Oh, boy. Definitely feels hot to me. Nice breeze in Bryant Park today. That was a given. Okay, so I think we're done with this video for today. Hope you all have enjoyed, or try to make sense of what happened today. And you know what? Yeah, it is what it is. I try to make the best out of a bad situation, most cases, but I wiggled my way out of a jam, and you know what? I take or I can leave it, you know? Oh no, there's a dog off the leash. Yay. I think the dog's going that way. I think it might be a corgi. Definitely a corgi. Yeah. Oh, I think it's a beagle. It's a beagle. I could tell by the way it looked. Half the face and half the body. A chubby beagle. Wow. So, wrap it up here, guys, from Auburndale. So, thank you all for watching, and until the next one, please take care.